We are playing Stellaris using the press preview edition of Stellaris 2.2 and the MegaCorp expansion. MegaCorp enables you to play as, well, MegaCorp type governments, which is what we're going to do here. But the big thing is that 2.2 dramatically changes so many things about the game. The economy is considerably different. There are more resources than before. There's now consumer goods and alloys here, as well as a slightly more specified set of kind of rare resources here, like the Zero and dark matter and whatnot. UI's changed a bit, but the big thing is that the planetary screens are completely different here. Gone is the tile system, and here is a different way of building structures on the planet, which allows for considerably more flexibility in design of the game, considerably different ways of handling population. You can see here, we actually started with a population like 28, and the old maximum that you could only get on like a perfect Gaian planet used to be 25. So you're going to deal with a lot more population. As far as I know, people said there might be like an actual hard cap of population around 200. In practice, there'll be a little bit more of a soft cap because of various, housing and amenities and whatever. But really, population can grow limitlessly, and ideally, you'd like to get every planet, if you could, to 75 or higher pop, because that would unlock all the buildings. Now, whether or not you'd have a mixed match between number of workers and jobs and things like that, well, that's a question for a little bit later. So that's done. There's a new trade system, like trade goods system. It's just, it's excellent. We are still very, 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 very early on in this game. Oh yes, I forgot to change the title on Twitch. Thank you very much for reminding me. This is in fact Stellaris. Boom. Stellaris MegaCorp Mom's Friendly Robot Company. Of course, inspired by Futurama. There's also a fantastic mod on the workshop for a Futurama voice pack, but it is not compatible at this time with 2.2 and MegaCorp. Hopefully, when this expansion actually comes out for everyone, which is on December the 6th, this Thursday, hopefully that will be updated to work with the latest patch, and then we could switch to it, because it is very lovely. And you can always switch your advisor voice when you're running, by the way, by opening up your government tab and going down to advisor over here, and you can change your voice. And yeah, get the little Futurama one. It's kind of neat. All right, we got some resubs coming in here. Orcus, almost 2 years. That's awesome. I know there's a bunch that we missed earlier, but we're trying to get the programming done. MegaCorp plus Rimworld equal Jojo Corp. Actually, is Jojo Corp, is that not the one from Stardew? I don't remember. Anywho, so we're here. Our theme with this is we are playing as a regular corporation. We are not a criminal syndicate. We are not a mega church. We are a regular corporation, and what we are hoping to do at some point with Mom's Friendly Robot Company is to build a lot of robots, both to use internally and possibly to sell on the market. Once the galactic market is founded, right now it's just internal. Once the galactic market is founded, we're hoping to be able to maybe sell robots. You can sell robots as slaves on the slave market. We'll have to do a little bit of math to see if that's worth doing at all. I suspect we'll mostly want to use our robots internally, but hopefully there'll be lots of other things we can sell. At some point, we're also hoping to get friendly enough with our various neighbors and things like that to actually open up a commercial pack so that we can open branch offices in their... I just realized my mic is really far away. Something like that might be a little bit better. Open up some branch offices in their territory. Unfortunately, the Oneers here, they hate us. We're infidel unbelievers and materialist fools because they're like fanatic spiritualists over here. So we just rival them, and they rival us back, and that's it. So we're not going to be friends with the Oneers at all. Luckily, they're not going to impede our expansion, really. I mean, they impede it this way, but I mean, they hardly have any territories, that's fair. And they're going to mostly expand away from us, so we'll see how it goes. They are bordering Castor system over here. We might want some star bases and things. We'll have to take a look at that as we go on. Other than that, I don't know where we were exactly in our state of things. Oh yeah, it's kind of annoying that, right, I did want to grab Escala because it would have been perfect bottleneck, and they grabbed it first. So now they're going to border 2 of our systems, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm actually not even that concerned with rushing to claim the Samdaran system. It's got some tech, but otherwise, it's not necessarily that powerful. The Sinistra system is quite a bit nicer to pick up. It's got like a total of 5 points of resource instead of just 3. And 5 is still not that much, but there's also the trade value of 5, which is all of a sudden going to be nice. And then I think probably what we'll do is build a starbase in Castor here, because that will still act as a bottleneck into the rest of our system. And then we'll give it a trade hub so it gets +1 range and grabs that in there. I was surprised Quill hates his neighbor in Stellaris game. They hated me first! I'm a pacifist! I mean, we literally have pacifist as a government ethic here. We all know how that goes. Grabbing the run door system is going to be really nice because we've got some trade, you know, kind of around here. Not a ton, I suppose, but we can still build a starbase there. Hold on, why do we build one here? Oh, it had a ton of trade, but why wouldn't we just build it in Rundor? Paith is also a nice choke point, I suppose. And then if either in Paith or in New Seoul, we build an extra trade hub, it would reach Procyon, although not Pedanus. Oh yeah, someone pointed out that Uranus should be renamed to Eurectum. Because that is the Futurama thing. It was renamed to eliminate jokes.
Resource scan complete.
Pacifist. Peace through executing all your enemies. Oh, glancing hit. A little bit of tech going on. All right, so Alpha Centauri has some unemployed people. Yeah, so this is our newest colony over here. Oh, we got tons of stuff. We should have started building this right away. We're already running the edict to speed up pop growth, which is good. We've got 3 population here. We only have 2 jobs. They're both in the reassembled ship shelter here. The ship shelter has 2 colonist jobs available, produces a little bit of food and amenities. So we're going to want to start building up on that. Having played quite a bit on my own, I have really discovered that you really don't want to ignore these base districts over here. So I think we're really going to be working on that. Unfortunately, there's not a ton of districts in any one category, because it is actually nice to specialize. What'll happen is the type of colony you have here will get renamed based on the specialization of just the buildings you have. Still, I think it's going to be okay for us to just go and build up all these base districts here. I'm trying to remember. I guess it's just these 2 planets. Yeah, but that's okay. In any case, what we're going to do is we'll get started on that. I mean, food, minerals, and energy are both they're all going to be valuable right now. I'll probably build a mining district over here first, and that's going to be okay. So these districts here provide 2 houses and 2 jobs. We're actually out of houses as well, so we'll get started on that and then sort of slowly build this up. And that's going to be fine. New Earth, how are we doing? We're actually at our worker cap right now. We're going to need some new employment soon. Housing's also a little bit tough. When we get to 35 population, we'll unlock a new building slot, which are like very different the way these work over here. But I think, again, having sort of learned a few things, I am going to develop a little bit more with districts. And I think what's going to happen is later on some of our planets where we decide to make them into an urban planet and really focus on like craftsmen and researchers and whatever, what we can do is we can switch out these districts for city districts instead. City districts have considerably more housing. They still have a clerk job as well. But then, we'll still have our baseline okay. We're going to get a little bit of farming here because food's going to be important. I'll get another generator district. And you can see here the available space for city districts goes down. The districts you can have on your planet is determined by your planet size over here.
Resource scan complete.
Seems the point which you really want city districts when you want to turn a planet into whatever that word. Maybe, I don't know, because you do want big planets. Like in my other game, I have planets that have over 75 pops, even without that, and it's worked out like it's kind of nice. So we'll see. We got a fleet over here. I don't remember everything we're doing. Oh, okay. I think this fleet is patrolling between these 2 points, keeping the pirate count down. We actually have a little bit of a pirate. Well, no. It's in bright red here, but there's basically no pirates. Anomaly found. We'll research it right away. We've got tons of science ships, which is something I like to do in 2.2. Is once you gain automated research, I do like to spam out a bunch of science ships until they sort of don't have much to do anymore, and then you do start with the ability to assist research from the start, which I believe is what this guy is doing over here. So that's giving us a bit of a science boost on New Earth over here. We've got enough. Well, we've got a fair amount of food. Do we want to encourage planetary growth? Yeah, I'm going to do it. 25% growth bonus on my capital. That's going to be really handy. And research complete. Our technicians are going to generate 10% more credits for us. If you build the second trade hub in Paith, it should grab the trade value from Proc and Poit. Yeah. I think that may have been what we were discussing, although I don't see anything else that's within 2 steps away right now. But that should probably be all right. Probably the administrative AI over here. I mean, I'm betting that these two will generate about the same amount of extra science. I don't think we need diffusion reactors right now. It's going to be okay. So we got unemployment in both these places. We do have the extra growth on Alpha Centauri going on as well, so we are going to have to keep building up jobs fairly quickly, and that should be okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything for these guys to do. At some point, we will send them out to clear out some of these alien ships that are creating some choke points here, but I think we're all right. Construction ship. Okay, so these construction ships can certainly do something. We want to grab Rundor. There's a fair amount of resources there. It also will help with our trade situation, because if we take a look at the trade map mode and click on Paith here, some of our trade is being eaten in Rundor, because we don't own the system, so we don't get any policing there, really. And then, yeah, we'll grab Sinistra as well, although now I don't have enough influence, which I think is okay, because these guys aren't going to grab Sinistra right away. They might grab Sam, and I'm okay with that. Nope, desert planet in the Arrakis system? That's a shame. Aww. Wait, where is the Arrakis system? Squint mode. Oh, right over here? There might be. Barren. I guess it would show up as red or something. That's true. Anomalies, good. You guys are building that up. I guess we can go up in speed a scooch. I like how much more dynamic the start of the game feels. No more waiting for minerals endlessly. And yeah, I mean, you do start off with a huge mineral production. It's really the alloys where you like probably want to boost it. I think I am going to be a fair fan of like building that second alloy factory right at the start of the game, because alloys are used for ships. They do eat some of your minerals though, but yeah, I think overall that's okay. An FTL impact way over here. It's quite far from home. What is this going to do? Oh, good. It's the just you get free research. Complete. That's quite nice. Because if it was just like this has better physics production, it'd be like it's a long time before we're going to get there. These systems are also nice, the ones that actually give you alloy directly. They're very rare to be able to find that. Construction complete, you can go ahead and just build all these mining stations. That is going to be swell and lovely. You play the patch, looks great. Yeah, I'm really loving it. Empire size, we're currently at 40. We're well below our administrative cap still, so we're not getting any increase in cost of science or anything yet, which is nice. We only have the one planet that we can colonize. I believe we did set it so that you only have one guaranteed friendly planet nearby. We do have the Bernard Star over here, 55%. It would be 60, but we've got the high gravity, which isn't that bad. And just, you know, increased building costs up front, but, you know, it doesn't have, like, permanent happiness penalties or anything. The habitability sucks a little bit, but mostly the problem is that we're not tropical. So later on, that'll go away. Yeah, you can go ahead and research that. You don't have too bad of a rate. That's going to be okay. So there are not a lot of habitable... Yeah. So, I mean, I did set it to 1 guaranteed instead of 2, although even when you, like, play a game, because the default is 2, sometimes you get, like, 5 right away. It's crazy. Research that. So we have an extra building slot because we do go up to a population of 35. Now, whether or not we want to use this building slot right now, I don't know. It's not as important to do this. These building slots, most of the building slots, you know, convert resources from one thing to another. We might just want to focus on a little bit more of this baseline stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In particular, just getting extra generators going to give us a little bit more flexibility with buying things from internal market won't be too bad.
Construction complete.
Unless there's a lot of trade value in Iridius or Neats, I feel like a start. Why did I get blocked? A lot of things keep getting blocked for some reason. Oh, it's Iridius. That's right. The word Iridius for some reason keeps like getting people blocked in chat. I don't know why. So you guys, just shorten it, like spell it like Rid or something. I don't know. I feel like Starbase and Rundor would have been better. Yeah, no, I agree. It's like, because I assume that was the plan. I don't remember what caused us to do that. Positron bombardment of the planet? Sure, that sounds like fun. Although I should have checked to see where it was, because it might not have been an area that's relevant for us. And we might want to spend the credits. You know what? That's fine. Go ahead, run that. Okay, a few things. First of all, tech. Genome mapping is kicked in. 10% pop growth speed is really nice. Oh, I do like unlocking gene clinics here. A great little job. This is your increased growth speed. So it's a building that gives you 2 medical worker jobs. And medical workers turn consumer goods into amenities and pop growth. And that seems like a pretty good thing for us to have. So we're going to get that. We're really hoping over here that we get a freaking robot tech at some point. It's funny because when I've been playing my other games, of course I get the robot tech immediately, just because the game is trolling me. Okay, so we have another tradition to pick. We've finished Discovery. The fact of the matter is, Discovery may not be quite as strong now as it was before, but thematically it was still like a good pick for us to go with. So where do we go next? There's actually a lot of really good options. Expansion, even though we're playing a corporation and we may not want to expand quite as much as some others, and we do have a galaxy, I think, with extra empires than normal, it's still a really good one. Starbase influence cost goes down, administrative cap increases, which is wonderful. Starbase upkeep is down, more pop growth, and over here new colonies start with an extra pop. Domination, though, has also become stupendously good, because it has nothing to do with like vassals or anything anymore. You take it, your blocker cost goes down. Here, your governor level cap goes up. Your buildings, your capital buildings and housing buildings give you more housing, so you get bigger population in your cities. Your privy council is your rulers, can go up higher level. Your enforcers are more efficient, and workplace motivators, resource output from workers and slaves increases by 5%. That's quite nice. I feel like thematically, though, we might want to go prosperity. I mean, we got whiskey and chocolate. Who dat? It's Shariki. Hey, had a chance to visit Brussels this weekend and had to think of you while I was there. Here's to the French beer. Well, Shariki, thank you very much for the support, and I hope you had a blast. I really enjoyed Brussels when I went there a few years ago with Essentia. It was fantastic. We had a lovely time. Oh yeah, diplomacy does have the trade bonuses now. So yeah, there's prosperity that gives us more mining station output, building upkeep and district upkeep goes down, specialists produce more, city districts, if you have a lot of city districts, there's extra clerk jobs over there, city districts have extra housing, and then standard construction is buildings and districts have their build cost reduced and their build speed increased. And then finishing it gives you a free merchant job on every planet for 50 pops, which I mean is fine. But yeah, then there's diplomacy, which is all based on trade. Diplomatic influence costs reduced by 50% and pop growth from immigration increases. We can form federations, as before. And the Entente Commodore, I believe these two are the same as before, so Federation, naval capacity, yada, yada, yada. But here, Empire trade value goes up by 10%. Insider trading, our market fees are reduced by 10%, which is really, really nice because you will be using the market at some point, possibly a lot, in my experience. And here's our base trade protection goes up as well. Finishing this also gives us the higher trust cap and faster trust growth, which means we're going to make better, longer lasting friends with more people and hopefully be able to set up more trade deals. So really, I think thematically prosperity and diplomacy is the way we want to go. I mean, don't get me wrong, harmony would still be super strong, lots of things like that, but it's really between these two. I would think that moms would be into domination. Things that don't get flagged. So I could see us going either way. We haven't met enough people for diplomacy to maybe be worthwhile this second, but I think this is where I want to start, and then we'll pick up prosperity later. So yeah, we got a couple of votes for diplomacy. I like it. We're gonna do this. Boom. I mean, we're picking diplomacy despite the fact the only people we've met so far, we've labeled our enemies forever. But other than that, we're gonna be very nice. You know, typical. We're just pacifists. We don't want to start shit. And then every time something else happens.
Planetary exploitation forecast complete.
All right, you guys have done that. Ooh, the Cybrex. That's week. Oh, that's very appropriate that we have the Cybrex actually, because we're all like robot themed and everything, which is nice. But yeah, other than that, okay, we do want to grab this system.
Complete.
Having some sort of artificial structure on Zerum, please check that out. And yeah, build a mining outpost over here, please and thank you. Death to the Wonders.
Complete.
All right, lots of production over here. I mean, that's not too shabby. And then, hey, you can probably go back on Auto Explore, which is very in one path right now. We have to build up our fleet to be able to crack these guys, but they're all like 900 and change. Let's leave that be for now. Let's grab our highest level person and research that. Or was that already you? I guess that was already... Okay, that's fine then. The highest level person would also be a good candidate for assisting with research, but no, we'll keep doing this. We want to meet more people. If we get really lucky... Did I not set extra empires? It feels like it's really empty over here. If we get lucky, we'll be the first people to meet 50% of the other empires, and then the trade hub, the Galactic Trade Hub, will spawn in our system. And that would be really, really excellent. Alright, Sinistra is done. We'll queue up some construction here. Flashy thing... White hole pulsar. You mean this thing here? This is a pulsar in Neats. It's very neat. And I think I will continue to expand out in this direction. I mean, our only other option is over here, and these plant systems are not that rich, and then we get blocked off. So I think expanding over here is going to be okay. There's some half-decent systems, and then if we start to pop these little alien nests, that'll be okay. And before something not good right around the corner. Literally just finished watching the YouTube vid. So excited for the Stellaris run. Yeah, me too. I'm really excited for it. And it is going to continue as a normal Let's Play. I really wanted to start it like ASAP. And starting it on stream seemed like a lot of fun. And indeed it was. Mining drone ethics. See, here's the thing. Normally, it's a no-brainer to go fascinating automata here and get 10% mining station output. But I have to say, we have a lot of mining drones. I think those are mining drones. These are too. All these 934s, I think these are all mining drones. So having the extra damage against them would actually help clear out this initial area a lot. But I think we have to take, for permanent for the rest of the game, 10% mining station mineral output. I think it's the only possible option. So, there we go. Let's go up to speed 3.
I found something. Keep
researching anomalies. That's okay. We just insulted this. The Oneers? Mom's Friendly Robot Company products, straight from the bargain bin to the garbage bin. Oh, no, you didn't! What's your military strength, by the way? Yeah, we're equivalent right now. I don't have that many alloys stored up either. We're definitely gonna have to start some shit here. Oh, we have a conundrum. Oh, it's the teapot! We're gonna go and not investigate, because I think as a materialist... Well, I know as a spiritualist you have the best chance of a good outcome. I can't remember if a materialist has a lower chance of a good outcome, but it is pretty low. I think it might be 25% to do something. I'm just gonna go and say we don't have time for this. Take the influence, because right now we are short on influence for expanding. So I think it'll pay off better that way. In particular, it'll be really nice to get this little alloy mine here. Ouchies, burns so hot. The Wonders did a yo mama. So we're good on jobs over here. Housing's a little low. Anemones. With fronds like these, who needs anemone? Anyway, the amenities are a little low as well. I think we're going to have to plan to build a building. Although, I'm trying to remember. I think the medical people do actually create amenities for us and increase growth rate. How far are we from completing that tech? Oh, gene clinics. They're still fairly far, 28 months. And they do make them. But this is on our capital, which is going to grow pretty big, so we'll need some extra amenities at some point. So I think it's okay to go and build it. It is interesting. You've got the holo theaters here, which have entertainers that turn consumer goods into Unity and amenities. There's also luxury residences, which actually don't provide any jobs. They just give you more housing and just flat amenities, just period. I mean, I suspect the holo theaters will have upgrades later on, so they're going to be able to support more and more entertainer jobs. I wonder if there's like... if having one set of luxury resources early on might make sense. Because we don't have the workers to fill this up right now anyway. And we might prefer our population to work in something else. So I think I actually will build the luxury residences for now. And you know what? That's where Mom's going to live.
We built something.
Is the Mom Company a reference to Futurama? Absolutely. It certainly is.
Boom! I found something.
You found something. Let's... Change scientists. Oh, it's still hard. Yeah, okay. I think that was the person who found it. Man, we've had some pretty difficult to study anomalies, but that's okay. So this construction ship is done here. We could grab this system, but again, it's not a super high value one. And we will have to worry at some point about our empire size, which is continuing to grow as we grab more systems. I don't think we have to worry about it.
Anomaly found.
Oh, I thought I was paused.
Can we monetize this?
So this construction ship, I think I might send over here. Because this system's pretty good, but then we have to grab Shashamar first. Yeah, I think I will send you over here and be ready to expand in this direction. That's going to be swell. Can we name the robots Bender? I like it. Go. And go be automated. Yeah, we still don't have much of a fleet. I don't think we're researching any military techs right now either. No. Oh. We lost someone over here. Do we have someone who's exploring that's got like bright or maniacal? And the answer seems to be no. Okay. Recruit. Need someone for society. None of these are society driven. So we don't have a really good choice. I'll just take Jesus over here because he's the youngest, so he'll have the most chance to like gain some stats. But it's not an ideal situation.
Construction complete.
Are we out of space? I think we're out of stuff to research. All right, well, what you're going to do then is come to Alpha Centauri and assist research. And then, yeah, we clearly have to go and bop some of these bad guys. So how's our ship design? Of course, they give us point defense right away, which you don't need. We want the interceptor type. And yeah, those are pretty weak-ass weapons. Do we have shields or anything? Yeah, technically.
Resource scan complete.
There we go, something like that. We have a reactor boost, but this is going to be fine. Guys, we need names for our ships. So what is our little corvette, the smallest class of ship, going to be called? It's an Asp right now, but we'll be changing that in a second. Mining station and research station over here. Guns are bad versus drones. They don't have shields. Oh yeah, that's true. We should actually optimize for killing drones. You're absolutely right. So lasers. Fry, small fry, nibbler. Yes, yes, it's the nibbler. Thank you. I knew I could count on you guys. You're the best.
Prospect analyzed.
Love you so much. Yeah, start reinforcing the fleet.
Prospect analyzed.
You're done there. All right. Well, I think these guys are sorta. I mean, I guess they could sit around a little bit. We don't necessarily need to rip them apart. Physics research. Maybe improve deflectors. Energy grid's quite nice. I kind of want some ship tech right now, though. Normally the energy grid would be a no-brainer, but finances are not quite as hard anymore as they used to be. Well, ish. Your economy tends to collapse in mid-game if you don't babysit it, but I'm gonna want the oh, you're right. We could just grab the lasers. Yeah, okay. I like that because I'm usually all about the kinetic weapons. So like I tend to just I just sort of bounce over the lasers. I'm like, why would I want lasers? But yeah, if our ships are gonna be based around that, then yeah, let's get the laser upgrade. We may need a reactor upgrade, or we'll be forced to put more armor on. Do you guys know what kind of weapons the mining drones use? I'm betting they use lasers for like rock cutting, which means we actually do want shields. Cyberx research station, okay, which is over here, so please do that. And yeah, all these guys.
Boom.
I mean, I guess we're not paying much maintenance on the science ships. It's actually the scientists who are probably charging us more than anything else. Yeah, they use mining lasers. So we really do want like lots of shields on our ships to go and help clear this. Okay.
Boom. We built something.
Construction queue done, so these guys are good. How's your jobs? 36 of 38, 4 of 4. Let's get you working on some more stuff right now. Tell you what, let's keep going with minerals for now. That's going to be useful. And then yeah, new Earth, new Earth. You'll need some jobs soon as well. Here, go ahead. I mean, we've got tons of minerals right now, but we can also sell them. So the base cost of things, I actually don't know. In the dev diary, they talked about the internal market being more expensive or less efficient than the galactic one. And I don't think that's true, because as far as I can tell, both the food and the minerals have a base cost of 1. And then the 30% fee is the same even when you have the galactic market. So it's 1 plus 30% or minus 30%. And here, consumer goods have a base cost of 2, and alloys have a base cost of 4. Because I was doing, just checking some things. Maybe the cost scales up. Like when you buy some, the cost then goes up quite a bit for your next purchase, and maybe it goes up more and or returns to the baseline slower if you are just using the internal market. I don't know. So anyway, it means we can trash these minerals, which is good, and in particular probably buy some more alloys. So I think I actually will sell a chunk of 1,000 minerals here. I was hoping, I guess 65, to get the bigger chunk here. I'll buy this and then just wait for the cost to reduce again, and do that from time to time.